everyone and welcome back to another Jurassic news segment. So without wasting any further ado, how about we get to the bit you're all here to see, and that is the newly released footage from Colin Trevorrow, who not too long ago posted this on Twitter. Isn't it just adorable? So this is our first official look at Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and I gotta say, this is not something I expected to see. So you might be tricked into thinking that this might be a flashback, because this raptor very clearly bears the markings of blue. But if we take a close look at Chris Pratt's outfit, you'll realize he's wearing a very dark blue shirt, as opposed to the light blue shirt he wore in the first Jurassic World movie. And now I've just realized that I've called him Chris Pratt the whole time instead of Owen. And behind him you can see what appears to be the dinosaur mural that was very clear to see in the visitor center, both in Jurassic Park and Jurassic World when we revisited that same visitor center. So it appears to me that Chris has actually tracked down Blue after the events of Jurassic World, and Blue has had babies. And Chris Pratt, knowing this, is wearing leather guards. Something quite similar to what you'd wear if you were encountering some sort of dangerous animal. And in this case, maybe a little baby raptor that hasn't been trained properly yet. So is it possible that Chris Pratt is training Blue's offspring? And this raises even further questions as to what Blue has bred with. I mean, we saw Delta, Echo, and Charlie quite clearly taken care of. The only raptor that may have survived, which I can't actually remember which one it was just picked up and thrown by Indominus Rex off screen. So that raptor could still very much be alive, and it's possible that that raptor bred with Blue to create this offspring. Either that or, I don't know, he just found some more eggs. I mean, sure, they probably had backup. But what if this is indeed a flashback? Back to a time when Owen was training Blue and the other raptors in the area that was out of bounds. And in this case, the abandoned visitor center. Something he might have known about, as he is one reckless heartthrob. The only problem I can see is the blue shirt he's wearing. We've seen in other shots that have been leaked him wearing exactly the same shirt. So unless Chris has owned that shirt for a long time, or Blue just happens to grow up incredibly fast due to Dr. Wu's accelerated growth rate, then it would be quite hard for this to have been a flashback. So that gets us onto the topic of when we're gonna see the trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And even though it was said that it was gonna be in November time, it was pushed back to December. So we're going to see it sometime during December. And speaking of December, Donald's have posted a teaser of what their Christmas toy specials are going to be. And it's basically a long parade of different franchises. One of them being a Jurassic Park float. Yeah. And also there was pictures of Pez dispensers. This showing the Dilophosaurus Blue and I think the Tyrannosaurus. So it looks like Universal are actually putting more time and effort into the merchandise push with this new movie. If you remember when Jurassic World came out, there was literally no merchandise anywhere. Collaborations with food or even toys. And we all remember that the Minions were bloody everywhere. Tic Tacs, God knows, you name it, they were there. So it looks like this time, maybe Universal's putting a little bit more money into merchandise, which I'm more than happy to accept. But that's, again, this is going to be a one-packed episode. There was a game sort of leaked by Ludia, and as far as I'm aware, I can't find anything else about it. And this game looks like it was going to be called, or is going to be called, Jurassic Alive. Oh yeah, that's right. This game looks like it's gonna be Pokemon Go, but with dinosaurs. And there's really not much else to say about it. The only thing we've got to go off is that little Google Maps logo in the bottom right, which quite clearly teases exactly what it's supposed to be. You can also see some creatures that only exist in the Jurassic World the Game franchise, like Coolosaurus in the top left. And other dinosaurs from the game make an appearance here too, like the Spinosaur in the bottom right, and the Ankylosaur in the top right. Each of them seem to have a level and a certain experience bar underneath them. And maybe by catching multiples of the same dinosaur, you can then level it up. A bit like Pokemon Go. And a while ago I came across this advertisement they ran on Facebook, Jurassic World Expedition, and I didn't really know what this meant. But now I realized that that must have been the working title for Jurassic World Alive, and when they updated it, they must have accidentally set the advert off again. Lydia do this quite often. They sometimes put the wrong things on Facebook for adverts or things that are maybe too early, and even in some cases call dinosaurs wrong names. It's really weird. And I think this was one of those cases where they accidentally set the wrong advert live. But this isn't the only bit of Jurassic World gaming news that we have. Oh, yes! Jurassic World Evolution not too long ago posted a little teaser saying that you're gonna have to deal with other weather effects affecting your park. So guys, let me know in the comments what kind of weather effects you'd like to see. I mean, we saw the classic tornado in Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and unfortunately that was the only one. I mean, apart from thunderstorms, which are quite common, but are we gonna see maybe tsunamis or even a volcanic eruption? Jurassic World actually had a TV spot in Australia, and it seems like they used assets from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. There was actually a volcano or fire sparks around it. Just a little sneak peek of maybe some promo stuff we're going to be seeing, which takes us into the other promo stuff. In the Natural History Museum of New York, Chris Pratt and Bryce Howard looked like they were recording some promo for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. They even had a Triceratops animatronic there too. And on to the final piece of news for today's episode. I know it was a quick one, but I got a lot of stuff crammed in. I didn't want to make it too long for you guys. Of course, we can't talk about Jurassic World without talking about the Jurassic Park trilogy Blu-ray editions that were re-released. And oh my god, look at these covers. Yeah, they're not too great. If you really want to go in depth, there is a lot of problems with these. I mean, for a start, the T-Rex in Jurassic Park looks like one of those toys you can buy that they've just photoshopped in, and Alan Grant isn't even looking in the right direction. That and the car's way too big. And in the Lost World one, what are those stegosaurs? They're absolutely massive, and they look like the ones from Jurassic World, not from the Lost World. Also, the logo, I mean, it's quite clear they were trying to go with some theme here, but they took out the Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3? Like, why? That was its like main selling point, was like, oh, it's not a T-Rex anymore, it's a Spinosaur. It's like Universal knows that Spinosaurus sort of had its day, and it's like, right, the fans hated that, change it back quickly, hope they don't see. But I could go on and on about the flaws that are in these, but I mean, hey, for us collectors, hey, just think, right, this looks like fan art on a box. Keep these, right? How often are you going to get box art this bad? Keep them. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I try to cover as much as possible. And again, thank you so much for all the support, I know, selfless plug, that you guys have given to the Toast plushies and the Toast magnets. They've all actually sold out. All the Toast magnets have sold out, and even the big bulk 500 Toast plushies are completely gone. So leave in the comments down below if you guys wanted one and just happened to miss out on them, so I can order more in. So thanks again for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like, and of course we'll cover any Jurassic news that comes out. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye bye.